Across the south-central part of Canada, the northern plains of the U.S., the western Corn Belt, the middle of the continent. Typically, the hottest time of the year on average is in July, but some years you get very hot weather into August, especially years where it's been a little bit on the dry side, and that's what we've got going on this year. August heat, at least starting out the month, looks very hot this year in many areas of the country. Now, there will be scattered storms. Most of them are going to be around the northern periphery of this big high-pressure region. I'll show you where that is in just a minute. But the combination of additional evaporation rates this time of year, especially with the weather being warmer than average, and probably at best less than average rainfall, we're looking at that moisture balance to trend toward drying. In other words, areas with dry soil will likely tend to go a little bit drier. Hot weather, because of the jet stream up into the northern Rockies, northern plains of the U.S., you're going to see a lot of hot weather. By hot, by the red stuff, I'm talking near 90, in the 90s, or in some cases up around 100 degrees. And right around the middle of this week, I do expect a surge of temperatures to around or above 100 degrees to build up into Nebraska, Iowa, parts of South Dakota, maybe even as far north as southern Minnesota, seeing temperatures approaching or exceeding 100 degrees. This is not all going to be that hot. A lot of this will just be 90s, but a generally warmer than average week as we go through the week. Now the rains, the storms, are going to be most concentrated near the jet stream, especially in areas where you get a southwest to northeast flow. There will be some storms in this pattern. A lot of this is going to be in southern Canada, but there will be some opportunities for storms into the northern tier of states, into the U.S. South of there, it will likely be fairly widely scattered. Heading into the second week, not a lot of change in the pattern, although a little bit of a dip in the jet stream over the northeastern parts of the region will drive some cooler weather down into eastern Canada. Most of the United States will see warmer than average temperatures for very likely the first 2 weeks of August. As far as the rainfall goes, most of southern Canada will get showers and thunderstorms. Some of those will end up continuing the pattern of rainier than average weather. In the southern prairie provinces, there will be thunder showers along the eastern seaboard and parts of the eastern Corn Belt, but the northern plains, it's going to be sporadic at best. There certainly will be storm chances, but it's not going to be widespread. It's going to be hit and miss. Southern plains look fairly dry. The second week of the period will again be likely fairly rainy across southern Canada and along the eastern seaboard. Generally fairly dry in the middle of the country. Northern plains, upper Midwest, Great Lakes will have their storm opportunities. Some of those storms could yield some heavy rains, but it will likely be fairly scattered. I don't expect it to be generally rainy except in southern Canada and along the East Coast the next couple of weeks.